Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. Picking straight back up where we left off, we are heading back up to the first level of the Phazon Mines with our lovely new acquired power bombs. Ow, ow, ow. Gonna get ourselves, or at least see if we can get ourselves another new upgrade. So, we are gonna need to turn the yellow platform around 180 degrees. Now the yellow platform I think we can access from here. Ooh, not that way. Well, sort of that way, but over here first. We couldn't do this earlier on because we needed to get power bombs. Reason being, this stuff. Bendesium. And as we found out in the last episode, it's unbreakable to anything but power bombs. Or mini nukes. So we are going to turn the yellow platform round, 180 degrees, 2 turns. Boom, okay. And now we're going to move downstairs and do the same thing with the next platform. This one, 270 degrees, 3 turns. One last one down here. We're going to turn the bottom platform down 90 degrees. That will form a complete path upstairs. Can just not fail at the controls for 2 seconds. We'll get up there with no trouble. And as if the other one wasn't enough, it's just a case of, hey, maybe you got up here without using the power bombs? Well, fuck you. And we have our next upgrade, ladies and gentlemen, the Grapple Beam. It's not going to free up as many power-ups for us as, say, the power bombs were. But there's a lot of areas we're going to be able to quickly move between now, and there are a few expansions here and there that might be useful. And we're going to start by testing it out on this one right here. Whee! Over and done. Let's go and see where this will take us. Sure if there's an upgrade or anything like that in here. I mean, I can't hear anything, so I'm going to go with probably not. Normally you'd at least be able to hear the noise right about now. Yeah, I'd say not. I've pretty thoroughly explored that little passageway. There's nothing there. It's just a odd sort of fast travel system. And we're back outside again. See if we can take out a few of these guys without triggering them. As soon as we move over the threshold of the door, they'll be triggered. There's one more, I think. There he is. It's definitely got its usefulness, this ice beam. The fact that you can freeze most enemies in a single hit and then you've got enough time to charge beam them is pretty handy. Oh, connect already, there we go. Suck it, bitch. So, now we're outside. Back at where we started the Phazon Mines. We're gonna see what we can do about moving this big old crane up here around. Really, dude? I just frozen and killed all your mates. You really gonna try and take me down? You didn't even come from above me. I mean, it's kind of sucky. And There we go, and across. So they require power. Of course they do. And what do we do with power? Probably something to do with... maybe not. Okay, so we're going to head over and see what we can do. Ah, shit. Really, dude? You're really going to do this? Killed all your mates. Gonna kill you if you don't step off. Oh wait, I already did. I head upstairs to this crane control. Should be a way into the control room here somewhere. There it is. Power conduit nearby. So we're gonna need to find power conduit. Our favourite task with our favourite beam. There it is. Wow, it's one of our favourite beams, not really our favourite task. Okay, so we should be able to move the crane around now. Probably going to want to do that around the other side, but let's see. Where's this going to take us? Ahaha! Hidden missile expansion. Lovely! Lovely, lovely. So we're going to need to go up there with the mothball. Come on, let me transform. Okay, fine. I won't transform. Missile expansion. And we found that back out at the main quarry here. I think we're going to use this opportunity to save while we can, because there's a save point just up on the right. Let's see as well if we can... one of these might contain a power bomb. Unfortunately not. And then our next step is going to be heading back through the Phazon mines, through the main entrance. Main reason being, as I say, there's still a couple of upgrades that I couldn't get before that I can get now. And then we want to head deeper into the mine and see what else is there. There's certainly at least one or two upgrades still kicking around that we could put to use. I think one more of those guards. There he is. So, I think that's Bendesium. Yeah, it is. So let's blow it up. And we got ourselves another missile expansion. Keep your ears open. There's, I think, a couple more upgrades here and there on the way in. And done. I don't feel bad for these guys. Some of them haven't even gotten a shot off. And dealt with. Man, those guys are annoying when there's many of them. Gang up on you quite a bit. Oh, hello. Those sentry turrets are a lot tougher. Oh, ice beams. there's another one dealt with. I'm guessing it's not going to be the only one. Yep. It's interesting that they kind of still fire the same beams. It would have, considering they've reverse engineered our stuff, it would be cool if they fired beams that pass through cover at us if they were, say, wave beam troopers, or they slowed us down if they hit us when they were the ice beam troopers. It would have added a nice dimension to fighting them. As it is right now, it's just a case of you fight them with a, you know, the same beam type that they have. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're any tougher. It just means you've got to use a specific weapon to beat them. Partial security access achieved. Force field inactive. That's great, but not really of much use to us. Where are you? There you are. Just want to check something. I'm going to pause the video a second. I'll be right back. I've had to drop back a little bit. I realised I may have missed a scan, so I wanted to double check. Yep, I did. Mechanism, Mega Turret. Perimeter defense turret reinforced with energy shielding. Frustrated with inferior armor plating on standard defense turrets, the Space Pirates added energy shielding to a modified heavy cannon. The new shielding and increased beam strength makes the Mega Turret an efficient point defense weapon. Gonna pause it until the next upgrade. We'll see you shortly. On my way back to where we were, I realised that this particular elite pirate is reinforced, his shell is reinforced with bendesium, so I thought we'd fire off a power bomb. See if we could coax him out of his shell. Make sure we've got a scan on this guy. This is different. Phazon Elite. Elite pirate infused with energized Phazon. The Phazon-charged elite pirates rely more on their wavequake generators, opting not to carry the vulnerable plasma artillery cannons normally used by elites. The direct fusing of Phazon into their bodies provides a tremendous level of energy. The drastically lower lifespan that comes with this process is of little concern to the pirate research team. We want to actually, same again, use our power beam with our super missile. Hit us a couple of times, but never mind. Wait for it. This guy is definitely tougher. Nothing that we can't finish off though. Bye bye. Ha! Nice! Unexpected Chozo artifact. So we are in elite research and we have another Chozo artifact off the list. Artifact of the Warrior, the 6th of 12. We're doing pretty well with them so far. Achievement, sort of, if it was an achievement thing. Oh crap. I could have gotten the scan here, I just didn't realise there were any more of them. So, yeah, we're going to clear these out. Continue heading back where we need to. For now I'm going to pause the video again because yeah, there's just a bit more backtracking going on. See you in a minute. So here we are back in Omega Research. I noticed there were a couple of things that we could do in this room, so I thought I'd have a bit more exploration. One is a door on this side of the room that again we couldn't get to previously because we needed power bombs. And that gives us the map station for this area. Woo, map! And that gives us a good viewpoint on what we can and can't see in this area. There's one door up the top, that's the purple one, sorry, the red one. There's something in there. That's on the top level. And aside from that, we've got a bit more down the bottom in the deep Phazon mines to explore. Looking forward to getting over there. For the time being, we're going to head back out. And I do believe that this door over here might also be open to us. At least I think it is. Let me just double check. No, maybe not. Just my imagination. Okay. So anyway, that's a map station. It's going to be useful. We are quite close to where we left off earlier anyway, so we're going to carry on down that path and see where it takes us. Now we're going to grab a save point. Use this opportunity to recharge. And then go back out and face these... Oh, they're ice pirates. 4 of them. Bit hard to ambush you with 4 at once. There's very little cover or any way of moving around in here, so you're kind of like stuck out in the open, taking down 4 of them, which is why I've just lost 2 energy tanks and a bit more. Ow. Jesus, that's a lot of turrets. Idea. Or alternatively, light bulb. Depending on what series you're a fan of. There we go. Because fuck you guys, that's why. That's right, I've got enough missiles for all of you. I just don't want to have to fight 4 of you at once, Jesus. Yeah. Grab those 2 health pickups, so at least restore some of the health we've lost. We're in somewhere different. Where are we? Metroid Quarantine A. So probably going to be Metroids in here, so probably Ice Beam is going to be a good bet. You can hear some space pirates in here as well. They're standard though, so that's not going to be too difficult to deal with. And there we go. As we thought, we've got some Metroids down there. Oops. Oh dear, I accidentally disengaged the force field. Well, that's a shame for the space pirates, isn't it? So while we just stick around up here, clearing things up, picking up some items, we'll listen to the screams of horror coming from below. I believe the phrase, reap what you sow, is applicable here. Just hope it doesn't come to screw us over. Maybe not. I want to do a quick scan of one of the Metroids before I kill it. If it's still alive. No? Okay, fair enough. I was worried that I might not have picked up the scan for it, but I'm pretty sure I picked up one earlier on. And they haven't changed at all since then, so... Science team... What was that? Science team reminds all personnel to refrain from antagonizing Metroids. That's a really good idea. They're not exactly the friendly sort. Yeah, they're basic. This is a basic Metroid. Not going to be difficult to kill, not going to be difficult to destroy. Spectral increase at Talon site. Let's have a look. Let me guess, we're not going to be able to go any further just yet. Yeah, we're going to need to go to the Life Grove. Well, darn, that's a bit of a pain in the ass on account of the fact that we've gotten all the way here. Well, never mind. I guess we'll head back again. I'm going to pause the video and we'll pick it up when we turn up at the Life Grove and figure out what the hell's going on. See you in a minute. So we're just outside the Life Grove now, in the Life Grove tunnel. There's another door that we can, or another path that we couldn't get through earlier because of traces of naturally occurring Bendesium. And we can finally get through there, so let's have a look around. So I have a feeling there might be something in one of these blocks, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I can hear an upgrade somewhere. Let's try heading on top. Okay, so we finally made it on top here. Plant ourselves a bomb and get ourselves a missile expansion. That clears this tunnel. And now we can head onwards into the Life Grove. Let's go and see what we've got in here. And we have ourselves our final visor, the X-Ray Visor. So if we have a quick ganders here, this allows us good access to see through walls, see hidden items, and in some cases hidden platforms. And you can see quite clearly, if I go back to normal vision, there's... Look at that, nothing. It's a small circular room, except X-Ray Visor shows us that it isn't. And there's something more beyond the walls. And surprise, surprise, it's Bendesium. That shit's getting everywhere. So that opens up a new area for us inside the Life Grove, making this room much bigger than we originally expected it to be. And of course the only thing to do while we're here is to explore a little bit, see what we can find. Go away, computer. We're busy. We'll check that out in a second, but we want to finish the exploration here while we can. Oh. Yay, ghosts. Alright, fine. So I'm going to just bring up the map a second and get the thing off the screen. The geothermal core. Somewhere we couldn't get to before. We will go and explore that later. For now, we've got to go and take care of these guys. And the great thing about the X-Ray Visor is we can suddenly track these Chozo Ghosts that have been causing us so much trouble. We don't lose the lock-on unless they get too far away. And suddenly they become a lot easier to deal with. I like the little touch there with the X-Ray Visor. If you get shot and Samus puts her arm up to defend herself, you can see her skeleton, which is kind of cool. Again, it adds to the immersion. Two down, a lot easier than before. Let's go and take care of this final one. Bitch, did you just charge through me? I think he did, Ken. And that will unlock what looks like a moth bomb slot. feel like there's something... I can hear it, there's an upgrade somewhere. Ha! Ha 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 ha! I knew there was something else. No, spinner device, remember? Spinner device. Spinner device means this one. A hidden bridge or a hidden artifact. That's what we're looking for. I knew there was something in here. Let's get up there, shall we? The 7th of 12. Right then, I'm going to pause it here and we will pick it up back at the Magmore Caverns. See you in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Magmore Cavern and we're almost to the geothermal core, which is where our scan was directing us. So we're going to just head over there now, see what it's got to offer us. Hopefully another nice juicy upgrade. Alright, so here we are. Geothermal core. We're going to have to raise those platforms up, I believe. I don't think there's anything useful we can do with the X-Ray Visor. So let's have a look in the thermal visor. Aha! Ow, that burns. It burns my fragile with wires. Ow, ow, ow. Jumping into the lava because I'm a tit. What have we got? Okay, so there's a scan there. Scan there. I'm not sure we can get up there right now. There's got to be something. There's a grapple beam hook, that will help. That'll get us across to the first platform. And up. There. Should allow us the rest of the way up. Or at least most of the way up. Aha! Something down here. Standard spinner slot. Puzzle music. So that's given us one platform raised up, and there's another spinner device over here. Hopefully click into the top there, that's it. And over again onto this one, and then up. And one more spinner device. Should hopefully lock it up. There we go. Now there was a spiderable track to get us up top. Very carefully manoeuvre my way over to the edge and change to ice beam because we're going to need it in a second. Up top here. Deal with the controller spaz out a second. And something else. Something else. Aha! Multiple bomb slot. What's this gonna do? Oh wow! I was not expecting that. But that's also a bit of a bigger puzzle than I expected. Well, clearly if I wasn't expecting that. I thought that was the end of the puzzle. I didn't think that we'd then have another puzzle to deal with. Got ourselves another puzzle. Hopefully it shouldn't take us too long to knock it out. There's some sort of creature going around on the grid over there. I'd like to be able to scan it, but I'll have to see if I can do it from further away. Because I can't change off multiple mode right now. It just doesn't seem to be enough room. Shit. Nearly missed that one. Same thing in reverse. And here's where I need to be careful, because I have a feeling if these things knock me off, or if these things hit me, they're going to knock me off. Which is going to make this puzzle a bit of a pain in the backside. Slip past them, that's nice and easy. Drop down onto this one. This reminds me of Marble Madness. Did anyone else have that game when they were a kid? You had to... well, it's very similar to this. You had a marble and you were trying to move it through systems such as this. It was quite difficult to do, and it was really easy to screw it up. It also reminds me quite a bit of Screwball Scramble. Again, I don't know if you guys had that little type board game type thing. What can I say? I grew up in the 90s. Well, late 80s, early 90s. Make sure I don't screw up that drop, because that would otherwise have been a pain in the ass. And we are through. And we've got an undiscovered room, plasma processing. Promptly take a dip in the lava, and finally we have the plasma beam. Plasma beam acquired. This is the weapon we'll need to open red doors. And it looks pretty damn cool. It's basically a fire attack, and that is quite useful, believe it or not, against the Spice Pirates. They do not take... it's Plated Parasite's one that we've had before. They don't take kindly to fire attacks. Plus it's quite a fast firing beam. Right, that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. Next episode we've actually got nearly all the upgrades we can get now. We've certainly got all the movement and weapon based upgrades that we can use. So in our next episode we're probably going to focus on expansions. Get as many as we can before we head back down to the Phazon mines and see about finishing the area, and hopefully bring us closer to the end of the game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stick around for the next episode. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you prefer. Thank you very much. Bye now.